The dumbest guy on the internet doing the dumbest stuff live. Yep, that's me. Okay, well, we went to the parts store, and I got some pads, but I thought, yeah, the rotors are fine. Yeah, from the other kit. Newsflash, they weren't. They are actually like half an inch smaller. So if you have a hybrid Escape, this has bigger rotors and bigger pads than a other Escape, I guess. Different for four-wheel disc brakes too, so I've got that going against me. And yeah, so essentially the Escape is just going to get front pads for this extreme moment. We are going to just put it back into limping along mode. The rotors have plenty of meat on them. I can't get them turned today because it's Saturday before on Memorial Day weekend. And so they ain't getting turned either. So we're going to roll with just new pads. We're going to do the old slap it together brake job. Not the way I do anything ever, pretty much. But here I am, doing it for you, live. So that's what we're going to do. I think I have all my tools. No, I don't. Oh, it's in my pocket. Got a 9mm socket. Had to buy the whole thing to get a 9mm socket. Boom. Back to the car. And we're going to pop this caliper off. Because I can now. And then we're still going to do everything right. What the heck? Oh. It goes the other way. I'm really good at this kind of stuff, guys. Super profesh. Okay, it's on there. That's tightening. That's loosening. Cool. Oh my gosh. This car. Just wants to fight today. You know what? That's okay. Like every time I work on anything, it just wants to fight. So we want to pull these out, these pins out, because we want to grease them. And so it's actually easier to load the caliper if you pull the pins out. Yeah, if you're here and you can hit the like button, that would be amazing. I am checking the chats. Oh, Liam, just did this on your Excursion. Oh, man. At this point, the Excursions are easier from what I've been playing with already on this, which is really sad. Because I've done so many more Excursions that it's easy. This has been a royal pain. I bought parts on the internet because that's where I buy parts, because you know I'm a cheap mechanic, and so of course the parts came and they're always right 100% of the time from the internet, and they weren't right. And so Amazon has failed me with this kit. It is not the correct kit for an Escape. Hybrid, it is not the right kit for. Now for a regular Escape, it might be the right kit. But the Hybrid apparently has bigger brakes that I just learned about today. So the more I work on this Hybrid though, the more I'm impressed with it, with like stuff like that. Because it does just have things that you're like, wow, they put big brakes on this? That's nice. Don't mind my neighbor finishing building his house. Today is countertop day. And, you know, really fits in nicely with what I'm doing today, trying to be live. So it's super nice and quiet in the background. And I'm sure you guys just, you're just loving that quiet peace and serenity that is Central Washington. Yeah. Not. So anyway, throwing this guy back on. We will find the Torquem specs for this bracket, do all that stuff. But throwing it back in, gonna put new pads on it. This rotor's got plenty of meat on it. I never, ever do brake jobs without doing the rotors as well. But this is my in-laws drive this car. They're just here for the day, pretty much. And I need to put it back together. It needs to have new brakes on it maybe. So there's what we're doing. It's fine. It's fine. We're all fine. Okay, now, gotta get these out of here. Yep. If you're an Excursion guy and you're watching this, you know exactly why I'm taking these out. Because, yeah. How do I get a gift? Get a gift on here. You can hit the thing and you can give me a gift. And it would be greatly appreciated by myself. So, you are welcome to give me gifts on here. They're called Super Chats. And you can donate some money to the channel. That would be extremely appreciated. Help me pay for the right side brake job. The right style brake job. On this here Escape. That's anti-seize. Don't put anti-seize on it. I'm over here getting great caliper grease, I hope. Should have it over here. There it is. That's why you can't see any. That's why you can't see hands. There's a body attached to the hands, but hands are back. All right. Yes, sir. That's what I'm doing right now. Got the pin out. We're gonna grease her up and make them clean, make them nice. It actually was wearing really nice. This thing has 240,000 miles on it almost, and no idea when these brakes were done last. But these pins are gonna be freaking mint. They're gonna be greased up and ready to roll. And the calipers will be, or the pads will be brand new. Don't want to rag either. And grease just gets everywhere, especially brake grease. Okay, pads. So this pad actually goes into the thing. So clips in like so. And then this pad, not that way, goes this way. And I should be able to drop this on here. I hope. Pins are not out far enough. Okay. Okay. Go back in because I'm still listening. Yep, it'll work better going the right way. How many times have you done that? I'm sure you guys are internet mechanics, so you've never ever had the tool going the wrong way. At least that's what it seems like. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. Okay. Toy. And then this goes in here. I don't know exactly what this does. But I probably should put it back in. Looks like it probably tries to keep the all right, come on. You've done 800 of these brakes. You probably know how to put this in. Dude, I wish. So you missed that out. So on Saturday, Memorial Day, I ordered parts. I ordered brand new rotors and pads, and I received them. Went to go put them on. I don't own this car. Doesn't live with me. It's driven by my in-laws, and so I just got the car here for the weekend because it needed brakes, and they're wrong. They're the wrong parts. So went to the parts store. They just had pads. The brakes are really expensive. The rotors. And I know it's not the right way to do it, but that's what we're going to do this time. I will probably put a full kit on this thing at some point. If I get it back and start driving it. Honestly, this car has 240,000 miles on it. I don't know that it will actually wear through these before the end of its life. So, I don't really know. But this is not, I have never ever done a brake job where I have not replaced the rotors. And unfortunately, that's how it be this time. So, kind of a bummer. Yeah. Yep, messed me up, man. It's a real pain in the butt, and I can't do anything about it. So, like I said, this is not what I want to do, but this is what I'm doing, because they need to drive this thing home tomorrow, and I'm not going to wait for Amazon to fix it, and so, we'll deal with that later. Pretty much needs rear brakes too, so we should really do rear brakes this summer. And so maybe we'll just buy. So this is what I found out. If you don't know, if you have an Escape, and if you're just interested, this vehicle, this is an Escape hybrid, all-wheel drive. Has 4-wheel disc brakes. These discs are bigger than the factory Escape discs. So this disc is a ½ inch taller too. So I could have put I was hoping to put the rotor on it. Couldn't even put the rotor on it because the rotor's a different size. It just came to the lip. It's like, oh my gosh. So, yeah, the parts, the old internet parts cannon was a failure this time. And so, whatever. It's gonna get new pads. The pads on it were shot. So these are the pads that are coming off. And, it needs them anyway. So yeah. I'm not started in the automotive industry. I'm just a guy working on cars in his garage. So if you want to be a guy working on cars in his garage, that can be me. But if you just want to be an actual mechanic and stuff, that's not me. I am just a guy who enjoys working on cars. So that's what I am working on. Normally I enjoy working on cars. When they actually do what you want them to, it's more helpful to work on cars. Yeah. And just like that, we're throwing new pads on this. That was super easy. That's so dumb. Anyway, it's got new pads. They won't yell at her when she gets the oil changed anymore that the brakes need to be done, at least for the front. Backs are kind of looking interesting too. So, yeah, sometimes you got to work your way around it. Like I said, these rotors, they don't look that great, but there's still plenty of meat on them. So, you know, this will last, no problem. If this rotor was anywhere near that, I'd be buying new rotors and paying that money right now. But because there's plenty of meat on these could be turned, and I'm not going to do that either. I called the place that turns them in town, and they can have them back to me on Monday. Well, that's fun, because they need to go home tomorrow. So that's annoying. But anyway, you know what? Working on cars is always like this. You always have something that messes you up, and just being resilient and finding your way around and figuring out a way to get things done is the way you got to be when you're working on cars, because nothing ever goes the way it's supposed to. Got a tire going back on. These lug nuts are starting to swell a little bit too. Obviously, not going to do anything about that because, you know, that'd be a ton of work. I think wearing the tire is really nice, so that's pretty awesome. If you didn't hear in the background, they are putting countertops in my neighbor's house. It's being built. And that's what the noise is you hear in the background. That one's the worst one. I don't know. I wonder if I can deal with it. I wonder if I have something that I can deal with this thing. Or just pull the cap off of it. Yeah, I gotta figure out what to do about this one. This one doesn't work. Going back with 4. I think I might have one in the shop here. Fun fact, 4 will hold the tire on just fine when I put it on the ground. Yeah, no, exactly. You don't want to have any of that not fitting problem. But yeah, we are good to go on putting the tire back on. This thing's got new pads on the front of it, so that's what we're after today. Start bringing everything over to the other side. And I'm going to drop it down here. As I am playing with jacking up this other side, if you have not hit the like button, it really helps. I have a goal today of, I don't know, yesterday I had a goal of 2 people with 5. I feel like I should go a goal with 2 people to donate $10 today, or just $20 total. So however people want to make that happen, that is our goal today. I'm going to go over here, see what we got for some extra lug nuts. We got, don't mind my balding head. There's none in there. Okay, this one? Ah, yes. Let's see. These are Jeep ones. Let's see if the Jeep ones don't go on the escape. They are not the same. Not the same size. So there is some other options. But essentially it's going to end up looking like that. I'm going to pull the cap off of it and make it better. Let's see. Grab this. You guys are sitting right here. We're going to put it in the vise and pull the cap off of it. All right. Flipping this around. I've never pulled the cap off of one of these before. So what happens is these caps start breaking. I can see it in the camera. These caps, they start breaking. And this is, unfortunately, Ford engineers decided that a 2-piece setup was the answer to life. And, man, it is not. They really need to not do this anymore. But they've done it on a bunch of different cars now. And it hasn't worked on any of them. So it's quite annoying. Okay, I'm going to go get a grinding wheel. Again, this car just needs to get out of here today because it's going back home tomorrow. I'm going to order some lug nuts for it. I'll get some lug nuts ordered. I'll probably get a full brake kit ordered. But right now, I'm going to attempt to get this off. Okay. And again, I've never done this before, so I just know that there's a cap on this. At least I think there is. We're going to find out here all together. Oh, yeah. Threw it right in the trash. I gotta go dig it out of my trash can. That's where I should have gone. Yeah, so this thing is now split open, and you can see it's got that cover on it. And so we're gonna figure out how to get this cover off here. Yeah, 2-piece lug nuts. Let's not do that again, Ford. Thank you very much. I am a Ford guy through and through. This is one of the worst designs on a Ford that I've ever seen. And I've never taken one apart like this. That's kind of exciting. And honestly, I might just go down to the store and get one more anyway. But I wanted to take this apart since I'm live. Show you guys what a 2-piece lug nut looks like. I cut a little deep on the top of it, but the bottom threads are going to work just fine. So we're getting close to ripping this thing out of here. Yep, there it is. Yep, so there's the outer cap on a Ford lug nut that swells. So there's a bunch of rust holes and stuff in it. Yeah, that's going straight in the garbage. This here will now fit back on the car, and you can use it, but if you have the ability to, you should get you a smaller, or get you another lug nut, because this is not great. It's not ideal. I don't even know what size it is. Man, 3/4 is pretty big. 18 doesn't fit on. Yeah, must be the 19. Still, yeah, it fits better in the 19 than it does in a 3/4. And back over to here. I'm gonna throw this guy on just for now, in case I don't make it to the parts store. Okay. We are being resourceful today. Gonna let this thing down. Put you guys back down at that level. Gotta get some other tools over here. Now our brake job just consists of putting pads on this side. And so, up to the pad races we go. Alrighty. Easy as that. Get the little tire off. I say little because I'm used to running with 40s, and that's more exciting. Get a 40 off. If you want to see my rig with 40s on it, check out the channel. We've got a 2000 Ford Excursion with 40s on it. Like I said, today's goal is $20. So if you are able to help us towards that goal, I would really, really appreciate it. This has been such a fun time taking everybody and taking you guys live with this type of stuff and other things and just conversations. All right, we don't want that anymore. That's going in the garbage. This rotor looks just fine as well. It ain't the prettiest thing I've ever seen. Sure as heck's not the worst. using that Badlands off-road jack if you are interested in those. I do use them on my Excursion as well as the anything that comes into my garage. It's my only jack. So it is a really nice jack. I would 100% recommend it if you are considering getting yourself a Badlands jack. I would definitely suggest it. Yeah, I use the heck out of them. Okay. We're hoping that this is going to come out of here. Let's see what happens here. A bigger pry bar. She should come out of there. We're replacing these pads because that's what they look like. They're combined to almost the width of a new one. So they're in dire need. She needs them. All right, so we're gonna get these. Now I'm gonna press this piston back in. I'm right here. And I'm back live. Where are you guys headed?
We're gonna go to Hobby Lobby real quick.
All right.
Okay, I love you.
Me too. Well, they're going to Hobby Lobby. We're just sitting here doing brakes. And this, if you're wondering, is the caliper push tool from Harbor Freight. And it works really well. I very much like it. If you need a caliper push tool, I would recommend it for sure. It's real nice. Real nice, Clark. All right, I put you guys too far away. I can't read any comments. What is up, Richard? How are you doing? We are just pressing the caliper here. Brake caliper. And just go nice and slow when you're doing this. No reason to rush. Like I said, if you do see some fluid coming out, it's time for a new caliper. But looks like today I might get lucky. If you do calipers, you really should do both of them. They really don't need to be not done in pairs. All right, there's those. Now, I'm gonna get these pins out. These ones that where I was struggling with. seem like they want to come. They want to go forward. Let's see. These things are nice and dried out. Alrighty, here they come. Beautiful. They're actually pretty clean. So I'm just greasing these things and tucking them back in there. I like to put the grease at the top end so that as I put it in, I can kind of spin the grease around it and help me get grease on the rest of it. There we go. And a little bit of spinning. And these things should push in and out with your fingers. Not a problem. That's what you want. You want it to be real nice. Again, real nice, Clark. Okay, there's one. Now we are going to do our second. This one doesn't have as much resistance. Ooh, that's fun. That got my. It's a 9mm, which is really annoying because all of the kits that I have of ratchetable Allens don't have a 9mm in them, so I had to go buy another one because, yeah. But then I really shouldn't be complaining about buying new tools because, you know, we all like tools. Yeah, that one went in really nice. All right. Time to slap the pads in there. Ray. You know, I've kind of found that they like to push out the front instead of the back, Ray. That's kind of what they've kind of showed me today. So it doesn't really matter which way they come out. You just need to get them out, you know. So, yeah, I like to push them out through the front. Seems like the way they like to come. I don't deal with pins like this all that often. I normally work on, well, I'm a Ford Excursion guy. This whole channel is Ford Excursion stuff. And so I'm normally working on Excursions. And the Excursions don't have this style of caliper pin. So, kind of, you know, if you think I'm wrong for pushing it out that way, that's okay. You can tell me why in the comments. I would actually love to know. You know, I'm always up for learning. But I do think that that is a valid question, because, you know, does it matter? I don't know that it matters. Yeah, really? That hose is like gonna sit right there now, where it was like not involved with before. There it is. Look at that. But I get this thing lined up with the hose in the way. Ooh, no, not right there. Ah, yes, there she goes. Get these suckers tight. of them should have these little covers, kind of goes over. Make sure all that grease stays in there and that this thing slides real nice on it. Real nice, Clark. And last piece is putting this in. And last time I did not do it gracefully. So if you want to see a non-graceful install of this thing, definitely hang around. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. And I don't even know what this does, necessarily. Come on. Boom! Actually, that was really graceful. Not gonna lie, that one felt good. Felt good to get her done like that. All right. Ray. Yep. Nah, like I said, you did it just fine. Ooh, this is not an Excursion. This is a 2005 Ford Escape. This is actually my 2005 Ford Escape that my in-laws drive. I hate that the roller chairs spin when you roll them because I go to get my lug nuts when I put this thing back together. Can't freaking find them. All right. Boom. She has new brake pads. No, that is not new brakes. Yes, I know that that's not the right way to do it. Unfortunately, that's the way the parts stores had in mind this weekend. No, this is, like I said, this is what my in-laws drive. They live about 3 hours away from me, and they drive it daily. I was driving this daily, though, when I had it around here, but I have not had it around my house for 2 years or so. And it is now set up. New brakes. Now, I'm going to go inside and wash my hands. Wow, I really have this thing leaned right now. There we go. So you saw what I did with that. I'm going to go back around and I'm going to torque these wheels. So not really interested in, that argument, pneumatic versus air, or versus air versus battery powered, is actually an old one, and the battery powered ones are better. So yeah, but I go back through and I torque everything down. Here's my hands currently. I'm gonna wash them, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. Yeah, so I'll go back through, be like 100 foot-pounds of torque that'll take, and I'll get them nice and tight. So might even over-torque them actually with the thing, but it is a good, it's a good thought, obviously, about torquing. I like a torque wrench always. I'm not an ooga-dooga guy. They always joke on the internet that that's the Dodge guys or ooga-dooga guys, and Ford guys get out the torque wrench. And I'm a Ford guy, so I get out the torque wrench. Got my Gojo over here. Using tons of it because got caliper grease on my hand, and yeah, we're working on them here, getting them less black as we speak. And there was some anti-seize in there somewhere that I got on the back of my hand. I don't even know where that was. The old anti-seize, man, just gets everywhere. Funny, I actually like my dish soap a little bit better than the Gojo, but it's sitting out today. I'm gonna use it. Try and make my hands halfway decent. Yes, I should have torqued the wheels before I came in, you know. But then I wouldn't get my hands dirty again after just washing them. So, why would I do that? All right. I do, man. Oh, don't tell my wife. Just kidding. She knows. There's no other place to wash them in our house. And, yeah, my wife is very understanding. So, make sure I leave it clean. And, she doesn't yell too bad. Sometimes. Sometimes she does. Sometimes I make a mess. And then she gets mad. Ooh, yeah. All right, let's have this door open here. I can't remember, is the key on here? It is. Have this door open. And this brake pedal will push. What this brake thing will do. This guy does weird electric brakes. And it doesn't break any stuff. Let's see what this. Let's see if there's something online about it. That pedal does not feel nice. See if I go drive it around. If it gets any better. Oh yeah, it is a beautiful day. It is a nice day to be tinkering with cars. I'm setting my torque wrench, is what I'm doing. Okay. 100 pounds. Let's go over here. Those mats are the ones that were in the Excursion. And I got some new mats sent to me from my friends at Real Truck. And I think I'm going to try and put these mats in here. See as well. Cromwell torque wrench, super nice torque wrench. One of the nicest tools I own, I think. All right. Torqued. This is 100 foot-pounds. So, should be, I don't know. That was just my guess on this car. They're tiny, so I think 100 foot-pounds should be fine. Let's, here, still got glasses on. You get working on stuff, you just forget what you have. Yeah, there's the brake pedal. Front brakes work. It's locking them up. That's a pretty nice feature. That there's pretty darn fancy. Show you guys. My neighbor's driving by with that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so now I'm gonna, I don't know, get my vacuum out, vacuum this puppy out, throw these terrible Goodyear mats in the trash. And so this has got 240,000 miles on it. The worst part about it is that seat right there. It looks like absolute garbage. Has these terrible mats in it that are about to go in the trash. And it's leaking brake fluid because I overfilled that thing. So I'll deal with that later. I don't know what's in the back. Let's see what's in the back of this thing. I can't remember. It's been a while. Oh yeah, it's got terrible ones back here too. Cool, well, I'm gonna put all this crap up here. And we're gonna put some good floor mats in this thing. That'll be cool. Well, better floor mats. These ones are out of Bob. And I think should be better. We'll see. We'll see what they fit like. Oh yeah. Yeah, look a little better. Yes, sir, it's a hybrid. Supercharger to this guy? Yeah. You sure could. Supercharger on a hybrid doesn't make much sense though, because it's running on electric. All the motor does is generate electricity. So, really doesn't do much to supercharge it. That one could take a supercharger. All right, what am I doing? I am, maybe I'll just use this little vacuum. It's not the best, but it'll work. It's got a Hemi. Yeah, man, that would be amazing. That would be so amazing. This little thing with a Hemi in it's sick. No, that truck you just saw has a V10 in it. What it has in it. Alrighty. Make sure that one's not cut. It's cut on this side. Interesting. Maybe that one's the one that's going over here. This might be the deal. All right. A little bit better floor mat in there. Yeah, interior's beat. It was used as like a construction rig. This guy I bought it from used it to haul all of his tools and stuff to the construction site. And oh yeah, just beat the snot out of it. Back seat's nice. Alrighty, on to the other side. Yeah, so this little vacuum is I don't know, LGO. I think I have it on my Amazon store. Not it's in the videos on Amazon. I don't want that mat anymore. And yeah, I think it's okay. It was really hard to find a filter for it, my only complaint. But yeah, there's a logo and stuff on it. LGO. Alright, let's see if this fits across here. It's new Excursion, so it was big. It was small Excursion. Ooh, I can cut that off. This will fit really nice. Okay. Get some scissors. Luckily my friends Grace and Camo were just here, and they got really annoyed with my scissors. And they bought me some nice ones. Wow. Actually, I don't know, my old junky ones might have worked better on the rubber. I don't know. They all suck on rubber. Yeah, these mats are cool. You can just kind of adjust them to whatever. This is just O'Reilly's special mat. They're pretty cheap. And they work. Work keeping stuff clean. That was funny. The door closed. It is even battery powered. Yeah, the door is closed on the camera. Let's see if I can get the stay open like that. It's kind of playing with this mat to make it work. Gotta make it fit. Oh yeah, that's better. All right. Now coming over to your side. Got a little bit of. Matt's got a nice little bit of Utah sand on it. You know, gotta make sure you include that in all your vehicles. Yeah, this might just get the whole thing cut off over here. I don't know, let's just try this. Same thing here. Oh, it's gotta go further than that. Don't worry guys, I got the door this time. I'm not gonna let the door close on my buddies. Yeah, that's halfway decent. I know, it might be easier if I just put some of this out too. There it is. Still cocked up on that. Just gonna keep cutting because you know, it's just a $30 mat, not a big deal. Nice. There it is. Fresh floor mat for the back of that car. Cool. All right. One more stop. Yeah, keep all the dirt inside of it. Yep. Yeah, these ones are raised edge. These ones are not. That are in it. They're terrible. They're going straight in the garbage. But the new ones I'm putting in, they have a raised edge. So they keep all the stuff in it. That is a great suggestion. Has like a VHS tape in it. I think that's for the navigation in 2005. That's pretty funny. I don't think I've ever noticed that before in this car. Alrighty. New old mat in. And this thing is back to just about as cherry as a 20-year-old Ford Escape can be. It's pretty nice. She's pretty minty. So yeah, it's my little Escape. It is it's an old girl, but it just keeps plugging away. All right, still a little bit of brake fluid, pumping everything back out. So we gotta look at that. Probably just need to rinse it down. I don't know. All right, now for another cool trick. Are you ready? It doesn't have a power seat on the passenger side. It does on the driver's side, though. This is a little wolf box, little air blower thing. I'm gonna blow all this leaves out of here. Boom. Air blown. There we are. Yeah, this little thing is in my Amazon store. Just look up wolf box in my Amazon store. And you'll find this thing. And I really like it. It's been extremely useful. So. I'm confused as to where the brake fluid came out. If it didn't come out the thing, might need to check into that. But boom, hood is down. My store name is Geeks 4x4, the exact same as here. If you go to any of my non-live videos, well, most of my non-live videos, they will show you a Amazon store link, and in that link is all this stuff that I have talked about today. But yeah, Amazon store is called Geeks 4x4. It's an Amazon influencers page. So if you know how to get to the influencers pages, that is how you get to my store. So now I'm going to throw away all these old mats because they're garbage. Plain and simple garbage. Old Goodyear mats from who knows when. They might have been factory mats for this thing, I don't know, but they have lived their usefulness, and they are going in the garbage. Great success. Okay, well, I guess I should clean this up a little bit so I can pull this thing back in. And so we can go here. Hang on just a minute. I'm going to be cleaning up right here around you. These are the wrong size pads. I'm going to go back to Amazon, get our money back on them. Same with the rotors. Same with everything. such great packing, you know. And luckily, Napa had the correct stuff. I was able to get the right stuff, get it done today. Napa is my favorite local parts store. If I had to choose every time, I would run Napa. Sometimes you can't find stuff. Sometimes you can't find stuff in any of them. But sometimes you can't find stuff in Napa. This is that compression kit that I use to compress the cylinders. Yeah, I will definitely check the brakes while I'm driving. I'm going to go drive it in just a minute here and make sure everything feels good, fine and dandy. But I need to pick up some stuff so I can pull it back in the garage, make sure it's not leaking anymore. Fluid. I don't know what to do with the pads on the other side. So far I only have 2 pads in my garbage can. I already put them in the garbage. Who knows? Who knows what I did with them? It does look like a Subaru, huh? It's kind of a funny looking little car. I kind of dig it at the same time. All right. Yeah, so this is it. It's got a 2-inch lift on the front, or maybe 1.5 inches on the front, 2-inch on the back. And it's pretty sweet. All right. Let us go for a quick putz around the block. Okay. Probably better if I release the parking brake. Brakes feel nice. I haven't driven this thing in a long time. This thing drives nice. Feel the power. Speed. That's what it says. It says, I am speed. It's not speed in any way, shape, or form. It's quite the opposite of speed. It's pretty terrible. But gets 27 miles per gallon in his all-wheel drive. All right. This seatbelt is really a pain. Doesn't go in. That's quite annoying. It's a 4-cylinder, not a V6. It's a hybrid. So it's got the 4-banger in it. All right, let's just double check. Brake fluid came from somewhere here. Don't really know what it was coming from. Yeah, must have had a thing in the jar. Came down. So, yeah, that's what the underneath of a hybrid looks like. Batteries in the back there. It's got 2-piece drive shaft for the carrier bearing, and it's also got a oh, here's where the exhaust is really loud. That little thing is blown out. That would be nice to fix someday. Just put the muffler on it. Had a muffler fall off of it recently, so that's fun. But yeah, that's not helpful. It works. It's fine. It's just fine. What's the purpose of to get good fuel mileage? It's pretty much the only reason this car exists, is to get good fuel mileage. So, got a little cheap 4-banger in it, and it has, it's like electronic assist hybrid. So it's not how you would expect a hybrid to be, or like plug-in, like any of these newer ones or anything, but the electronic assist. So if I sit here long enough, it will turn off, and then I can drive it in electric. But it is not necessarily the most efficient. Yeah, I should have put that up. The most efficient hybrid. Still the catalytic converter. Yeah, I know. It's there still. Surprisingly, it's probably worth nothing, considering that this car is what it is, a little 4-cylinder and stuff. I doubt that cat's actually worth anything. But some crackhead, you know, like maybe Joe is, could be worth something. I don't know. It's also like one of the only vehicles I own with a catalytic converter, so. I'm gonna actually rinse down the back here. because I did see where got some sort of expansion valve that this brake master cylinder has. Hasn't been washed off in a while. We got a little warm, and then we, washed it. Better to get steam out of it, right? I just don't want the brake fluid eating the paint if I can help it. Okay. That's the thing with this one. It doesn't go miles with electricity. So this thing shuts off and takes off in electric until you really hit the gas pedal. And then it just uses the electric as a assist, essentially. So, I mean, you could be right, Tex, but that thing has 240,000 miles. The other Ford in my garage has 230,000 miles. The other Ford in the back of my garage has 346,000 miles. People tell me they're not reliable, but I've got 3 of them with more miles than I'd take any Chevy. Oh, burn! And a Dodge wouldn't even dream of that many miles, so I have like 8 transmissions in it by the time I got there. But the best part about being done with an install like that, beer time. Have a beer and chat. What questions do you guys have? Now I'm going to be looking direct at the screen for a little bit. You are welcome to ask any questions. And, love to be excursion related. If it's not excursion related, it can be other things related. But, yeah, I got to get a charger. Got to sit here. Got my seat. Got my crazy new bright light. Get a phone charger. We're going to sit here. We're going to try and reach this goal. $20 today. $20. $20 being live. Ooh, where'd I go? Ooh, you're getting closer. What's up, everybody? If you could hit that thumbs up button, we'll get some more people in here. We're going to do this actual chat now. We have been working on a brake job today. Just getting some brakes set up on a 2005 Ford Escape. And now I'm going to sit here and chat with you guys and actually answer some questions and do some things. So I've been talking to Who all day, which is awesome. Glad to have you here. Been live for a little over an hour. I'm gonna sit here and drink some brewski. That's how you know you've done a good day's work. You get to sit here and sip on the stuff. That's my Ford Excursion in the back. It is bobbed. It is pretty cool. And that's my really bright light that's hitting my head and making my sweat, because it is warm. All of a sudden it is warm. We have not been warm yet. And now it's warm. Oh, yeah. Who else we got here? Let's get rid of this found on roadside dead comment. As much as I appreciate the Ford hate, if you can name a vehicle that is never broken, I'll allow it. But I don't think you can name a vehicle that is never broken, because that doesn't exist. And so I'm just sitting here looking to hang out with you guys, answer some questions. We'd love to have some excursion questions. We'd love to have, I don't know, any questions you guys want. Shoot away. When will you fix the dents? And have you planned on that? Who? The dents in the bobbed excursion? Is that what you're asking about? If it is the dents in the bobbed excursion, I have no plans to fix them. That is an off-road truck, and it is going to get dents. And that's okay. I am completely fine with it having some dents. And then I won't feel as bad next time when I run it through a trail it shouldn't go through. But instead, it has the dents, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so, I mean, that truck, it had all these dents in the back corner. It had them. Now it has some more dents over here. And, yeah, it's what it is. Not a big deal. My worry level about dents is very, very low. I do not care one bit about the dents on that truck. Need to get some more likes in here. Need to get some more comments rolling, get more people coming in. We've been live for quite a while. I'm surprised it's not pushing it a little bit more. But now I'm just sitting here ready to talk to y'all. Who, remind me, do you have an excursion? You're in Nova Scotia or something? I forget where you are. Who? Will I do a 4x4 action on live stream? You know, I have been thinking about that. I don't really know if I can. The service and stuff, if it happens, I'll be honest, if it happens, here's what you're going to expect. You could see, thank you for all the hearts. That is awesome. You could expect to see it in October if this is going to happen. Because the service up here in Washington, when I get out into off-road territories, you know, stuff that you're actually wheeling, I don't have any cell phone service. So to be able to live stream, you need cell phone service. So, yeah, so to happen here in Washington, probably not. The next time I think Sand Hollow would be a great spot to do it, because Sand Hollow is close enough to St. George that it has cell service. So yeah. Well, that is all right. Who? I can't remember. Oh, no, you're not the. Where are you from? Who? What is your location? Everybody else that's in here, you are more than welcome to join in on this chat. I would love to have some more chats happening. Who and I are just having a great time. What is up, Jeremiah? How are you doing today? Key West, Florida. What a beautiful spot. I love that area. Jeremiah, are you an excursion guy? You're a boat guy. That's cool. You guys are all like outboard boats and stuff. I've got myself a little boat up here. Apparently it has a 383 stroker in it. It's a Stingray is what it is. So what kind of boat do you have? How big are we talking? And is it in the water all the time, or do you bring it in and out of the water? In my garage, wishing I was sitting on the beach in Key West, Florida. That sounds like a great spot. Macedonia. How are you doing, Javon? What is up, man? Are you an excursion guy? What do I think of the Ford Raptor? I do like the Ford Raptor. I think that they are a pretty cool truck that, that is pretty fast. I don't know. I like the first or second gen when you can get a V8 in them. That's when I would buy one. But the new ones are cool. 12:50 a.m. Dude, it's time for bed. How are you still awake? What are you doing sitting on YouTube at 12:50 a.m.? You should hit that thumbs up button if you guys are in here. Yeah, dude. You should go to bed. 3.2 Raptor. The heck motor is that? Who? Is that the diesel? Yeah, Javon. I don't know if I'm that entertaining, man. Just a dude sitting in his garage. It's 1:51 a.m. You've been watching all this after midnight? Man. Oh, man. You guys are solid. I really appreciate you. I am super grateful that you are up past midnight in your respective countries hanging out. 6-cylinder diesel. Yeah, so we don't have that as an option, I don't believe. I don't know. I'm not up on all the new cars. I'm an old car guy. So, I don't know. People like those little diesels over there. I just don't know anything about them, to be quite honest. What else we got to talk about, fellas, ladies and gentlemen? Do have a goal of $20 today donated. If you are up for doing any of that, I would really, really appreciate that. If you've gotten any value out of this, if I have entertained you at all, if I have kept you awake past 12 a.m., just kidding. You guys don't have to do that. Definitely hit the thumbs up, though, to help this thing continue to grow. We have been live for quite a while, and just kind of hanging out, wanting to talk to some people. So keep the questions coming. Loving it. Nothing like a good brewski at the end of getting a project done. There's a Jeep right here. 3-liter. Yeah, maybe that is the diesel that we have. I don't even know if they still offer. They don't offer that in the Raptor in the United States. But they do, yeah. Andres, how are you doing today? We are hanging out live again. This is too many days in a row, but just sitting here, having a beer, having a conversation with some folks. So ask away, Andres. Any questions you got? I'm here, chatting. Today I just put new brake pads on my Ford Escape. It's not really mine. It's really my in-laws, but it does come to my house sometimes. Other than that, that's what I did. So that's why I'm sitting here having a celebration beer. And I was live during the whole thing. Who was on here checking us out and watching me do brakes? And I don't know how that was entertaining, but he was there and enjoying it. If you're new in here, you should definitely hit the thumbs up button. Would really, really appreciate it. It helps YouTube know that I'm doing fun stuff. I do have a goal today $20 donated. If anybody is up for donating a couple of dollars to go to that, we are just gonna see what we can get. So, Andres, I actually did some videos when I first bought the Escape. I lifted it and did videos on how to lift an Escape. So if you want to go back to my channel, don't judge me because it was a long time ago. So they're really bad videos. Mostly my videos are bad anyway. So let me show you it though. I can flip the camera around and Escape. There it is. It's a 2005. It's a hybrid. It is lifted. Just has stock size tires on it, and it's cool. It doesn't suck. Suck level's low with it. I actually kind of enjoy it. I had a lot of fun. I drove it. I commuted with it for a while. It's a hybrid. It gets like 27 miles per gallon, and hybrid assist though, old school hybrid. So kind of doesn't like drive around on hybrid power. It kind of, if you stay under 15 miles an hour and go really slow, it'll drive around on hybrid power. But I think it's one of the most underrated older SUVs, these Escapes. They are pretty freaking legit and pretty stinking reliable. I've tried a bunch of V6 ones though with no luck. So I actually like the 4-cylinder better. I don't know, this thing leaks. It's got 240,000 miles on it, leaks all over the place. I put a transfer case in it when I bought it, so the transfer case on these things explode. They don't explode. The gears inside of them explode. And so putting a transfer case in it was not necessarily an easy task, but it was a task that I completed. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. Noticing today that the flex pipe is broken, which is why it's so loud. I've always wondered. I should probably fix that at some point. It's fine. Who needs a working exhaust? It's just a little putt-putt car. Works great. Rubicon on the right, yes sir. There's one right here, right there. More parts of Rubicon. Yeah, you guys don't have that up over there in Europe, do you? You just don't have like, yeah. This is the TJ, so it's got the good grill and everything. Did you guys get TJs and stuff? I don't know what you guys got for Jeeps. Actually, I don't really know much about what the pictures I see of Jeeps are like different brands that have fenders all over the place and they're trying to keep the tires underneath and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah. Andres, what are you up to today? Or are you still in here? Just take off to go watch some videos on the Escape. Prince Sonny, how are you? You had an 80th anniversary Renegade. Oh, cool. Yeah, Prince, where are you located, man? Oh, Cherokee SRT. Yeah, we have a Hellcat, one of those. Oh, you're in Arizona. Yeah, I mean, obviously you're gonna do some lighter, moderate rated trails with that Renegade. I have, when they first came out, I saw some actually off-roading, and I have not seen another one actually off-roading since. And I don't know a whole ton about them, honestly, as far as reliability. I really don't. I would love to see that thing off-roading, though. You should bring it. You should take it out, do stuff with it, post pictures, and go with a friend. Make sure you don't get stuck. Nah, no rock crawling, but I don't even know about mud, but like some solid Forest Service roads, man. That thing will get you all the way down those Forest Service roads, no problem, and you'll do it in style with a lot better fuel mileage than the rest of us. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of a cool deal. If I had to make a choice between GMC and Chevy, well, it's the same, so I don't see any difference there. I don't want either of them. Ah, yes, a fifth wheel and tire. That is a really, really good idea, Prince Sunny. Um, yeah, if I was going to take that thing off road, I would want a full size spare tire and wheel for sure. So either mount it to the back of it or put it somewhere. I don't know, but yes, definitely would suggest having a full size tire. Yeah, people with the big tires are starting to run no spares because they're heavy. And when I did the 40s on this truck behind me, that's 40-inch tire you can see. It was kind of a interesting like, should I do it? Should I not? And I opted to do it. So I've got a spare wheel. It's not a matching wheel. It's a steel wheel. These are aluminum methods. And I actually used it on a recent trip. So I blew a tire on the highway in the middle of South Dakota. And I live in Washington State. And so it was really nice to just throw on a spare tire. And I keep no air in the spare tire. So throw on a spare tire and inflate it and drive down the road. So, yeah. Thanks, Sonny. Surprisingly enough, not a ton of money. A lot more time than money. And I've been doing this for full time, so I have lost a lot of money not having a job. But I have, yes, it's been a lot more time than money for sure. I think I really like big things that I can think of quickly. I'm right around $10,000 in that truck, even buying the truck and everything. So cheap, yeah, I know. And you're looking at stuff for something that's a little bit more rare. So yeah, stuff's more expensive. But I've built a lot of that stuff. So like the rock sliders I built, and the bumper I did buy, and then I built it different and better. The back bumper I built from just metal I've had. All the skid plates I built, like, just I had to build a lot of stuff. So technically the cost, yeah, I didn't know how to do it all when I first started. I had to learn. When I cut this truck apart, I kind of knew how to weld. And then I had to learn how to weld to put it back together. I can weld now, though. Stuff sticks. It's really exciting. Haven't had a weld break in a while since the first welds that I was doing. So, yeah, learned a lot. I've learned a ton. I will be 100% transparent with everybody. This has been a massive learning process. Hey, if anybody's in here and wants to hit the thumbs up button, I would love that. Bunch of tools. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I get that. So I have a bunch of tools from my dad and grandpa as well. And I think that the best way to learn is trying something. Obviously, find your limitations. Don't do things that are... It took me a really long time to trust myself enough to weld on something that would end my trip. So I didn't build that transmission crossmember for a really long time because I was afraid of welding on something that was holding the transmission up. So I had to, get to the point where I was comfortable with that, right, before I did that. And so I think I'm finally at that point in which I understand it enough and understand where to put the strength and how to do this and that and the other thing to actually create something that's strong enough and can actually hold up to things. So, the back of the body, you could crack some welds and it would still stay on. The back bumper, you could crack welds and it's not going to ruin a trip. But if the transmission crossmember falls out, it's going to ruin a trip. So, start with small stuff. Like I was just talking about with your, you want to carry your spare tire, build yourself a tire carrier, and then find the places to mount it in, or even build it out of, if you have a trailer hitch, just build it out of the trailer hitch or something. And that could be your first fabrication project, just building a simple tire carrier out of a trailer hitch. And I think that would be a really good start. Mr. Fear, how you doing? Oh, the dash chiming you? Oh, that's good. I'm glad your Chevy dash is broken, so it can't chime on you. Oh, man. Mr. Fear, I set up memberships just for you. There is a membership now to Geeks 4x4. You guys can get some highlighted comment setups for my live streams with a membership. I don't know how to post them, but I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna do like specific shorts just for members. I'm gonna do some cool things. So nobody's bought a membership yet, no. Josh, yeah. This is my 2000 Ford Excursion. It's got 40-inch tires, pretty stock height suspension. And it's been bobbed. So that's the biggest thing that I'm showing right here. That back window is about a foot, or it is a foot shorter than a stock back window, Josh. So yeah, if you want to see tons of really detailed videos on that truck, my channel, definitely hit the subscribe button right now so that you can see that notification thing and you can see new videos and stuff coming on when I post, and I post mostly about that truck. So there's a lot of fabrication projects that happen. There are off-roading videos. There are all kinds of things. Prince, this Excursion behind me has 230,000 miles on it. So not too many, but enough that it's been around the globe. A couple times, I think. I don't know what that mileage is, but she's seen a few things. She's been a few places. Who are made for lawn moving? Who? Don't be hating on the Renegade, man. They actually have some decent off-road ability. Yeah, I don't know if I'd buy a Jeep with 300K on it. Yeah, I mean, this truck has just been. I bought it with 213,000 miles on it. So, you just maintain them. And this one it burns some oil, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But you just check the oil and keep her going, and they last a long time. Yeah, man, I would not be surprised. I think there's some really good stuff, especially down in Arizona, those forest roads. Mr. Fear, ooh, the first member of Geeks 4x4, Mr. Fear has got a highlighted thing. I have never ever seen this before. And he has got the highlighted response. Make sure that I get a response on there. Sand washes, yeah. Bought my Dodge Ram from California. Had it shipped up here, no rust. So I could send you a pic because a lot of people can't believe the age of it. That's awesome, man. Josh, where is up here, my friend? Yeah, Mr. Fear, you got a green name. Where can I find a reasonably priced Gen 2 Bronco? Yeah, Josh, where are you located? Gen 2 Broncos, man. So you're looking for not a Bronco 2, but a Gen 2 Bronco? So like 1980s, I think that would be, right? And you can change the photo of the thingy. Instead of a star, it's a default. Oh, you got the star currently, my friend. Appreciate you becoming a member, man. That is, I know you're not even an Excursion guy. Just like this random guy that just hyping me up on the internet, and I am super, super grateful. Kyle, 78 to 79. Oh, in New York. Yeah, that's up there. Not as far north as me. Yeah, that's awesome, man. If you want to send me some pictures of anything, my email is geeks4x4@gmail.com, and I'm always up for pictures of trucks because they're awesome. Kyle, I wish I knew, man. I'm not the Bronco expert guy. I'm sure that there's a place where those are rusted out, ready for you to rebuild. Just kidding. Yeah, I'd say the poor truck was like, no, don't send me across the country. Yeah, that's a rough change from California. Yeah, I mean, I'm a West Coast guy, so I've got one right out there with 346,000 miles on it. That people, that doesn't look like it has 346,000 miles on it. It's also one owner, been in the garage its whole life, and my family's owned it its whole life. So I know everybody that's ever driven the truck, and I know everything that's ever been done to it, and it is my baby. So it's sad though, because it's my baby, but now it's not in the garage because frickin' Bob. Yeah, I'm sure you're like, I need to park this thing so it lasts forever because you found a clean one that you want to keep clean. Yeah, that's hard, man. I actually know a lot of guys on the Excursion page that uh, that will not drive their excursions in the wintertime. The next trip for me uh, is 2010. Okay, next trip for me, Prince. The next big trip that is planned is Trail Hero in October, and that is actually right down in your neighborhood. If you're in Arizona, it is in Sand Hollow State Park in Utah. It's right outside of St. George, and you're welcome to come. I would love to have you come. Trails are open, and there is a Geeks 4x4 run. I don't know that I could get a Renegade through all of that, but most of it I could. You're probably good to a 3 rated trail with a Renegade. So, did you get me margaritas? That sucks. It got stolen. 2010 Cummins. Everything's happy, man. Everything is happy around here. Yeah, man. Yeah, Geeks 4x4 Gmail. Send me a picture of that clean truck. What year is it? And is it a Cummins? Did you buy yourself a Cummins from California? I got me one of my favorite candies right here. These guys. Biggest limitation would be with the Renegade. Yeah, yeah, your ground clearance is your biggest limitation. Power's fine. I mean, nothing off-road has to have a ton of power, but your ground clearance is your issue. So I think Daystar, I don't know if they still make them, but when they first came out, Daystar did make a lift for those. And if they still made them, you should definitely grab you one. Yeah. Just for reference, though, 9 inches of ground clearance. That's great. But do you see that bolt right there? That's the lowest point on my truck. And that gets used as a rock slider. I think it's 11 inches off the ground. Maybe it's 9, 10, 11 inches. That is the lowest point on my truck at 9, 10. And that hangs probably 8 inches below everything else on the truck. So, I mean, obviously, your limitation is going to be just that car is, it is what it is, right? 2001, 5.9, cool. Yeah, and that's okay. You know what? That is part of learning to off-road, right? So I think if you came to an event like this and you stayed 2 and 3 rated trails, a 3 is going to push you a little bit. You're going to probably drag the belly on some stuff in the 3. And you are in a 2 too. I don't even know if Trail Hero does a 2 anymore, but there are some 3s. And, you know, you're going to learn about it. And you're going to learn if you actually like off-roading. And I think that's important, because if you decide that you really like this and you want to go further, yeah, I would check out a skid plate. I would look underneath and see if there are some skid plates.
But what that will give you is a good understanding of if you want to go further into this hobby. And if you do, go buy something cooler. Keep driving that as your great gas mileage getter, even though you said it's not that great of a gas mileage getter. It'll be better than anything off-road. Dang. Yeah. Probably about what Bob is to the bottom of the rock sliders, about 2 feet. Yeah. Yeah. So you get what I'm saying. So that's the perfect vehicle to start playing in off-road events, man. And just come. Winter 4x4 has some better, lighter trails that maybe you could you get. Just go to an event like that and enjoy learning. Learn from people that are smart. Let them spot you through things because you're going to need help with things, and that's okay. And just see. Mr. Fear. Yeah. That's a little bit bigger. Not that much bigger. Probably about a 1/2 inch. Always about it, man. Have not been to Arizona wheeling in a long time. Chevy wheel wells are being known for big... No. Chevy engineers think the tires are square. So, yeah, that's why I don't go to Arizona, because it's hot. Ford wheel wells, that wheel well right there is factory, and that's a 40 in it. That upper lip right there is factory. I think I started cutting it right like there. And that's a 40. GMs need to be lifted like 10 inches to fit a 40. Yeah, man. I don't do Arizona except in winter. Yeah, but the big square doesn't mean you can go wider with tires because the bottom of the big square is straight. So if they would have curved it, they would have gone out more. But the fact that it's square makes the bottom straight, which means that the tire goes bigger, it starts hitting it. So, yeah, you can put a 10-inch lift. Yeah, you could do more than a 10-inch lift on these trucks. This one behind me, that's stock springs. It's about 2 inches over height, or over factory height. So it's 2 inches of lift. The deal with the truck is it's so big that you can cut a bunch of metal out of it and fit a big old tire. It also has a frame. Yeah. Yeah, gotta have room for that snow. Where are you located, Mr. Fear? The first member of the Geeks 4x4 membership. I'm an on-road car guy too. I'm just an overall car guy. I just like cars. My channel is all about excursions, so that's kind of my main goal. Oh, you're all right up above me. That's not too bad. But the oh, you're on the other side of the country. Never mind. I always forget which side of the country Ontario's on. Yeah, so my dad passed away a couple years ago. My dad had bought a 73 Trans Am, brand new. And we still have it. So it's still got the original coat of paint on it, 455. Kind of a, on-road car stuff. I like muscle cars. So I'm kind of a muscle car guy. I am near Vancouver. I'm in Washington, so I'm on West Coast. So I like those GTOs. They got the similar nose to my dad's Trans Am. So, kind of cool to watch. Or to see those. I like those. I think an Olds 442 would be my, like, oh my gosh, man. Ray, that is the worst. Yeah, I mean, over the mountains, over the Cascades in the Pacific Ocean. Ray, I would give that penetrating oil a solid 24 hours. That's funny. He just talked about that. I literally just showed earlier on this live stream, taking off a cap of this Ford Escape that I worked on today. So I've switched now to just hanging out with you guys. But yeah, yes, sir, Prince. This is a 06 LJ. So it's got a 6-speed in it with the 4-liter. So it's pretty fun. I think it's the only way to own a Jeep. Yeah, sorry, Ray. Like I said, if you watch this later, you can see. I wish I could tell you, minute-wise when it was, but it was in the stream again, and I literally pulled the thing off. But I already had the lug nut off on the bench, so I was cheating. If you're doing that on the car, I am so sorry, man. That sucks. That is the worst. So I need to buy some new lug nuts for this one though, because we got some problems. Josh, there is not. I wish that there was a way for you guys to send me stuff. Prince, yes, they do. So does Ford in the Bronco. Yeah, man. Ray, excuse me. I do apologize. I just call everybody man. I'm from California. Dude, bro, man. It's all the same to me. I am really glad to have a lady in here working on a car. Props to you. Keep it up. You're a badass. Yeah, Broncos are cool. If you can hit the like button, that'd be awesome. My goal today also is $20. Don't care how I get it. The goal is $20 though. I'm on a live stream. Live for $20. See if I can hit it. See? You get it, Ray. Dude, bro, sup? Yeah, I grew up on the beach in California. So, it's all the same. Gender-neutral terms. That's funny. The full-size Bronco or the Bronco Sport? I did. Oh, you went from the member. I did make a couple dollars on it. Because Mr. Fear is the first member, Geeks 4x4, members thing. So basically, whenever I do things for a little bit, until anybody else is a member, it's just between me and Mr. Fear. We're just hanging out. So it sucks to be you guys if you don't have membership. I gotta figure out how to promote that. Oh, man. Oh, you don't know? You don't know what vehicle you build frames for? What? Those are built in Canada land, huh? Yeah, those frames aren't very strong for the Gladiator, so that's not surprising. The Mojave ones are braced. It's funny, I do dislike the Gladiator a little bit. I also have a good friend with one, and I've seen how capable they are. And on 40s, they look pretty good. I also love when they're on the trail with me, because I can put them... Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Prince, that's the GOAT, man. If you can get even a newer one that's 2-door, would be awesome. And they've got a 6-speed in them if you want a manual. So the cool thing about the Gladiator that my friend has, we just did this crazy trip. Best truck ever made, the Ford F-150. The Gladiator's great on the trail because they're the same wheelbase as me, so I can get to watch them. And yeah. Oh, you stamp out the frames that rust? Oh man, he's got to use some thicker metal next time. But the Gladiator's really fun on the trail because the body's so much narrower that I get to just hang out, and watch, and then I get to go, oh, the body came really close there. Can Bob do it without massive body damage? And so Gladiators are really helpful to me on the trail. Prince 2-door Wrangler, man, that is the way to go. I would buy one of those newer ones in a heartbeat. Why am I awake? Luxury lifestyle? Because it is 4 p.m. in the afternoon and it's beer o'clock. Yeah. I don't know if Chevy's the one that's bending them in half. I guess it's Dodge that's bending them in half, huh? So Chevy's just rust out. Yeah, I'm awake because it's 4. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mr. Fear and his Chevy delusionalism. See you later, Prince. Thanks for the likes. Hopefully got a subscribe out of you. We'll see you soon. I want to see that Renegade on the trail. Yikes. Yeah, is that the EV pickup too, Mr. Fear? Or is it just like Teslas and such like that? Never buy an EV, yeah. I don't blame you. I don't think I will either. I don't like the idea that somebody else could shut it down. I know that seems like a conspiracy, and I do agree. But I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, that's good advice, Josh. I mean, I think heating it up is also the thing. Spraying it with anti-seize, though, is the deal. The sucky part is once you pull that outer cap off of them, I don't know what year the Ford Escape was that she's working on. It was Ray, was her name. And I don't know what year it is, but the one I'm working on, none of the. I think I would hammer an 18 onto it because the 19 was too loose, the 3/4 was too loose. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, my neighbor has a GM pickup that tows his boat all over the place. I can't wait for the hitch to fall off of that sucker. 1.5 millimeter thick frame. That's insane. Yeah, that's not what we need in life. We need thicker, better stuff. So, oh man, what are you guys up to today? Is everybody working on? Anybody got any projects they're working on? Any excursion guys in here right now? I did title it Skateboard. Working on your kid's go-kart. That's fun. Is it like a Chinese mini buggy one or what? Gonna buy it. Yeah. I don't. The Lightning's still being made, I think, and I still see Rivians getting sold over here. I know the company hasn't gone down. Actually own stock in Rivian. I think that's an interesting one. But our government is being less about forcing people to drive EVs now, so it's not going to help my stock. Yeah, I don't. A neighbor with one. It's like towing his boat all over the place in the summer. Last year he had freaking dump trailers behind it. The Chinese ones? Yeah, so I grew up with those. So I had a Roquetta and then a Joiner. Well, that's fun. Pellet handgun, that's cool. Is that all you guys can own up there? Oh, it's still cold. Yeah, we finally got warm. I've been sweating all of a sudden. It's been freaking cold for weeks. And now I'm sweating, naturally, you know, because that's how these things go. It's ridiculous. So now I get to complain that it's warm. So is pneumatic pellet gun the closest thing you can own to a gun if you're not hunting in Canada? I don't know what. I probably shouldn't have said that word. It's going to get me shut down. To a pew-pew. Yeah, you guys just have to, like, keep them in stuff when you're transporting and things. I don't know. I've noticed that when I go across the border, they don't like it if I tell them that I have a pew-pew. Not a big fan of that. Any gun, any magazine, like 50 cal rounds. A CO2 gun? That sounds like a airsoft gun. Yeah, locked in a case. It's more fun on your hip, though. Come on. It's more exciting. You never know what's going to happen. Nice. Yeah, well, Mr. Fear lives in Canada land, so I don't know all the laws of Canada land, but yeah. Nice. That's cool, man. That area is beautiful. I mean, there are some really, really pretty spots up in there, so I do not blame you at all for wanting to get back up there. Sounds like a great spot to explore. That's what I'm about. Exploring cool stuff. Driving to Ford Excursion places that Excursion shouldn't go. You know, the norm. Being dumb. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need a hunting license to own them here. Yeah. Never had a hunting license in my life. But anyway, probably not the right thing to be talking about to not get shut down for the day. That sounds like a fun little task. What go kart are you working on, Josh? Is it a 150 or a 250? And full suspension. What are we talking here? What do we got? I did. Are you on Buggy News yet too? Does Buggy News still exist? That's the forum we need to be on for the Chinese go kart parts. So I traded my joiner 250 and a trailer for my first Jeep, my 1971 Jeepster Commando, and that's how I got into Jeeping. So I have a special place in my heart for. Thank you, Jay. It is pretty cool. I do like it. It's bobbed. It's also on 40-inch tires. I don't know. It's a cool truck. It does okay. There it is. Don't mind the body damage. That means it just gets wheeled. You're good, Mr. Fear. Grateful Ed. Man, I wanted 40s too, so I just chopped the truck up and stuck them underneath it. Works pretty sick. Yep, we don't have any of that in Washington. Just got rid of a Gladiator. Man, everybody in here was saying how much they hated Gladiators. So, what are you gonna buy? What are you gonna buy with the money, Jay? Or what did you buy? You already buy a new toy? That's awesome, Ed. Ed, are you an Excursion guy, Jeep guy? What do you got? Basic pickup. Pfft. Come on. No pickup is basic. Unless you bought the new Amazon one. The Jeff Bezos special. First gen 4Runner. Those are great rigs. Yeah, no pickup truck is basic, man. Easy to just chop every pickup truck up and put 40s on it. Just gotta make sure it doesn't get away from you like that, you know. Try and keep it basic. I mean, this was just a basic Ford Excursion, and then some idiot chopped 12 inches out of the back of it, 5 inches out the bottom of the doors. Yeah. Looking for an LJ? I mean, there's an LJ. Just looking for one. That's mine. It's an 06. It's a 6-speed in it. But it's already built. Doesn't need to be built. It's, yeah. Find you a, that's great, Josh. So it's full suspension. So is it like a Roketta or something? Or is it, what's the brand? One of these newer brands, or is it still an old one? Man, back in the day, this is like, so it would have been, it was 2010, so it would have been like 2005 to 2010 that I was really into those buggies, and it was before side-by-sides, so with the like Ranger, you know, or the Rhino, and then it was us and those buggies, and we were going all over the Southern California desert. I freaking love those things. That little it's probably a GYC 150 motor. Great little motor. That one doesn't have a ton of power. I always had 250s. but it's perfect for kids. Well, Ed, this seems like this is spiraling really quickly into not a basic pickup. So I'm a big fan. Good work. Good work on making it not a basic pickup. Yeah. You got 35s or something? You're going to go to 456 and do yourself a locker. Sounds epic. 33s. Shane, how you doing? If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button, that would be awesome. What's up, Shane? What is going on with you today? We are just sitting here talking about our Saturday projects, and we are, yeah. Which one, Josh? This one? This the Bob? Yeah, he's got a Detroit in the back. Sport a lift in their vehicle every week. Oh man, you're so funny. Oh, measuring for a solid axle. Heck yeah, solid axle swap's the only way to fix a Toyota. They or Coda. So is it a Dakota that you're working on, or a Toyota? Probably a Dakota. Makes more sense. Nice. Nice. See? I got it. I'm a little slow, but I got it. Oh, yeah. Forget those sway bars. Who needs them? I don't run any sway bars and that beast behind me. Who needs them? Go 70 miles an hour right down there. 408, 409 probably stroker for it. That sounds real fine, my 409. Sounds cool. Out of a 360. Oh, cool. That sounds like you're building a monster there. Solid axle swap and a nice big motor. I like that. I like the way you think. It's getting warm. Beer is getting warm, you know. Yeah, that would be cool actually. Are you gonna do? I mean, I imagine you're gonna go off road truck with it, but you're trying to make it fun on road too. That's the plan. That sounds cool. Yeah, that sounds fun. This truck back behind me is not fun. Not like fast on the road, you know. I know the koozies wearing out. That's okay. I'm almost done with it. This is warm over here. Yeah, that's great, actually. Good for you. The no sway bar thing will be just a blast on the road with a whole bunch of horsepower. That'll be a good time. You should be able to pick up tires, mate. Well, maybe not with the solid axle swap, but that'd be fun. Yeah, you should be able to. I mean, some of those with the IFS front ends, and they're turning hard, you can pick up the front end, and that's crazy, especially with a sway bar pulling it in. But no sway bar, be a little harder. Yeah, except the tires are gonna be expensive because they're gonna be big off-road tires. So I don't think you're gonna enjoy the cost that comes with that. But I appreciate it a lot. I think it's great. I have people that tell me all the time, do a burnout. And man, Mr. Fear. This guy just over here picking on me as much as he can. I can still put you in timeout, Mr. Fear, even though you're a member. You know, you got to watch out. Yeah, so Bob has a Detroit in it. So it's a automatic locker, if you want to call it. I think that's what they're called. And so essentially when you're on the gas, it's locked up. And when you're coasting, it'll open up so you can turn. So it doesn't trip the tires every time you turn. But if you turn left or turn right really hard and accelerate, it will tell you all about it. Oh, man. Shane's already in. Coming for the GM lover. Got to dodge, so you better watch out. He's going to blow 3 transmissions on the way to find you. Oh, man. Man, we got to have fun, guys. The good news is, at the end of the day, we're all car dudes, and we love them. Car dudes are dudettes. We had a gal say I was saying that. Yeah, you got to have enough spare transmissions to change them in the middle of the race. So, you know, you drive a Dodge, so it is what it is. It's just a beautiful day. Beautiful day here in Washington State. Finally got a good one. And now I'm hot and sweaty. The worst, guys. It's the worst. Yeah, dude, you're going to need to do speed bolts on it, too. Make them easy. Nice in Alaska today? That's awesome. Black lights? Oh, like literal purple black light underglow? I don't know. Never seen that before. I think you're meaning black housings. So this does have a little bit of underglow on it right now. But yeah. Yeah, what the heck is 30C, Mr. Fear? You act all tough and then you say things like that. Yeah, the black rock lights. Yeah, I need to do some like actual rock lights on it so that I can see stuff at night. So I have not done that yet. I have a strip of light that's for a boat that I'm considering putting on it. I can change all the color and stuff, and it's like 20 foot of strip lighting. So I've thought about that, but I don't think it's bright enough to like actually see the rocks. And I want to be able to see the rocks. And I want RGB. It's like to change color. Oh, here comes the yawns. Been talking for too long. Need more pod lights. I think we all do. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we just don't convert down here. We just say Fahrenheit. It is what it is. That's what it is today. It's like 80, 85. It's pretty nice. But it's warm. It's freaking sitting here sweating working on that car. But I'm done now. It's done. 86. Hey, pretty close. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it. Been on here for 2.5 hours. Finished brakes on the Escape. Had a beer with y'all. I'm going to close this thing out. Remember, though, I go live every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So, if you want to hang out, the for sure dates are every Wednesday, 2 p.m. We did not hit the goal of $20 today. That is okay. We got 6 of it. We got a new member, and that is super incredible to me. Yeah. See, I'm glad you guys do some things the right way up there in Canada land. And yeah, so I think I'm going to take off and let you guys go for the day. Appreciate you guys being in here, having a conversation, continuing to grow. And I also appreciate, I've had a bunch of you go out and watch some other videos and comment and just like be solid subscribers. And I appreciate that I am able to gain solid subscribers from this. And I hope you guys share it with your friends and push out this random guy that talks to you and hangs out on the internet. I've done it 2 days in a row, so I appreciate it, Shane. I don't know that I'm that good at videoing things, but the truck is cool. The videographer, not very good. But I do appreciate the kudos and the watching of the videos. Like that is getting subscribers from this that are actually connected, and like I want to be connected with you guys. I want to know who you are. I want to know what you're doing, and I yeah, I do have one of the craziest excursions around on the whole internet. So do up some moddies, my regular viewers. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, helps a lot that I have. I can't show that message. There it is. Shane. Helps a lot that I built it and I take the time to figure out what it's going to do and what it's not going to do. So, Lackey, I am just ending this guy, so I'm going to take off for the day. If you want to see this truck running, you want to hear this truck do its thing, you should go to my channel. There are tons of videos with it running, and that V10 does not sound terrible. So, all right, guys, I am out of here for the day. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much for hanging. Bye.